party, naughty, shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, stand up and say, well, I'm on the way this time. Cool, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I'm in the papa, you can be the mom. Well, I'm on the way this time. Well, I'm on the way this time. All I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I'm in a papa, you can be the mom. Well, I'm on the way this time.
It goes around and
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be scared. Just step it up. Don't be scared. I'm so gone, no, I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't be
Let's get ready to rumble! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome to our Monday night NasTrucks here at CFR Widecrest. Tonight we bring to you Gateway Wide. What do they call this place again? I don't remember. Worldwide Tech. That's what it is. Worldwide Tech. For this evening's race. So, SDK's had a little bit. Let me see if I can put that back up. They got some fresh faces in the server this evening. We've got a Connor Nixon that we haven't seen for a few weeks. Connor driving for Vermilion Motorsport. We have no overlays. There's Mike Grocott sitting in the wings there. Also, Pete Baxter's back in tonight. Right, we'll just try and sort this out. Good old overlays. Never want to work, so just bear with us as we try and figure this one out. Hang on. Alright, there we go. Now we got them back. Oh. Technology. Great when it works and crap when it doesn't. So let's find that one and bring it up. So you can see on... Oh no, that's got me there. So we can see on our track map there, it's tight one end in turns 1 and 2 and then very open in 3 and 4. So as we see there, that's the tight end, that's 1 and 2 on the scenic cam, and we'll swing on down to the very bottom where it's a bit more open. So drives a little bit more like a short track, this one, even though it is a bit more of a medium to long track, but we should see some interesting racing tonight. On turn 3 we'll catch Darren Robb here as he makes his way into pit lane. Got another cool cam at turn 2 in the digger. You see the guys getting right up on the track there. And once again, welcome in Sanded Lodi. I'm really gonna in the what is going on? Everything's gone walked out of me tonight. We're not news. Oh, we're not able to use our why is that? Alright, we're not going to be able to use our free cam tonight. Interesting. So look into that. Just another issue with SDK. So as we look down, newcomer Thomas McEwen joined us last week. Thomas is in our fixed championship, doesn't have the blue banners on yet. We'll have to remind him about that. Carl Ridley, also fixed truck, doesn't have the blue banners on. Again, we might have to get Carl to look at that, but it's a little different truck this week. We're not seeing a frog leaf paint on that, so guessing there's a story attached to that. But we can see the blue on the truck, so we'll be able to identify it quickly that way. Michael Locke on screen. Driver number 55 SLM truck. Again, also in our fixed series. Young Dylan Gray up here right now. He is very close to the time set for Jason Holdsworth, as you can see now on screen. 34.34 by Jason, 34.46 for Dylan Gray, as you get just a little shake up there in front of Darren Robb. I believe that's what it was. And it is. So I hope everyone out there in the kick world and also YouTube are having a great night so far and have a good weekend. If you competed in the majors 24-hour, please let us know how you went in the chat. We'd love to hear from you guys. Ryan Huckle on screen now, the number 50. 6 Sims truck, looking rather snazzy out there. And it's back to Reno Wilkinson, who's now back in pit lane. Brad Lane in the 119, also one of our fixed drivers. I've had a word from some of our fixed crew boys. They are keen to step up into the Open Series come next season. But some of these trucks you see now with a blue banner might actually have a red banner next season. So keep your eyes out for that. And we'll see who steps up into that placing. Bryce Winnings here, MX Raps 19. Driving in our Open Series. You see the red banners on his truck. Again, he's free to play with his setup and do whatever he wants. So it looks like he's the lone warrior for Team Purple tonight. So he's out there by himself. As we get down to the last 5 minutes of practice, and we get into quali and into our race tonight. As always, we've got Matty Keane and Jason Lamb up in the box. We also have Nathan Allen up there as well, up in our race direction box. So again, as always, after the racing tonight, we'll do our post-race review. I have that there with the drivers, should there be any need for a said review. Pete Baxter now on screen. That's Darren Robb facing the fence. Probably not the fastest way around sideways, Darren, but it was Tyrone Walsh. I think Tyrone told us he wouldn't be here, but it looks like he's got on the track and he's out here having a dig at it. So good on Tyrone. John Gray coming back out, exiting pit lane. So if you guys got a favourite truck out there, let us know who it is. We'll see if we can get them up on the broadcast. A nice look at the trucks and see what they are. There's Brian Blondell. Looking rather nice out there as well. ET right behind him. Personally, I'm liking these trucks. I like this truck and Julian truck. These bright yellow Sharp IT trucks look very good. Very bright. They stand out on the track and I like it. The blue and pink numbers really stands out on the truck. Pick up with Mark Grocott as he's getting through some of his practice laps, trying to figure out where he's going to put his pace tonight. Best lap for Mark, 35.37. That puts him P18 at the moment. Oh, I might have spoken too soon about the purple trucks. Looks like they might have another truck in Mr. Glenn Wilkinson. Looks like he might be joining. There he is there on screen in the purple truck. Nope, maybe not. We'll bounce back to Reno. So as we lined up, this is the penultimate round. This is round 9 next week. we go off to Sonoma in the trucks. We've got to turn left and right next week. So it'll be interesting to see how the boys go. Also hope the new damage model for iRacing, that update's coming tomorrow. So that'll be a lot of fun to try and figure out and where the boys are going to stack up. Again, tell us in chat how you think they'll go on the road circuit of Sonoma. Looking forward to broadcasting and bringing that to you guys next Monday night as we set up for our inter-season break. We'll be getting a lot of the planning done for next season this week. So we'll show some new things out. If you haven't already joined the Discord, you can do that on either Twitch, on the YouTube, or on the Kick side. The Discord link is there. Also find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Whatever your weapon of choice on social media is, we are there. So don't forget to be keeping your eyes out on those places throughout the next 3 or 4 days as we start pushing out what's going to happen in Season 2. So pick up Tim Blundell here. Sadly, I don't think Timmy's going to be with us next week. Medical reasons, he can't do the braking side as much as he'd like to for the road course. So, see how Tim goes out there tonight. Wishing him all the best. As he backs it onto the grass for us. Ryan Huckle now on screen. Someone's speeding through pit lane. Nope, that's practice over. All right. Into quali. All right, let's see who's... It is going to be lone quali for a couple of laps, so that's Ryan Huckle headed out. We'll have a look at our timing table and we'll see where the boys and girls are going to suck up. Connor Nixon there, just exiting pit lane in a Vermilion truck. Paul Ridley already on the back stretch. Bryce Manning's also just exiting pit lane. Jason Holdsworth is already exiting turn 4, about to start his hot lap. Let's jump on board with Jace and see what he's got in store. Definitely picked up a gear change there. Oh, big slide for Jace Holdsworth as he's trying to get the temperature up in the tyres. Jace just come out of this final corner. Got a lap in the books. Where is it going to put him? 34.42. Nixon with a 34.68. Jump aboard with Connor Nixon now. Working the wheel. He comes through now. Second lap. Can he improve? He does with a 34.41. Brilliant time there for Connor. 34.57 for Bryce Mannings. Can he improve his time? 34.56. Almost back to that. He backs it now with a 35.04. Not seeing anybody else out there quali at the moment, so interesting gamble. Maybe some of them looking at times and seeing where they might stack up. But so Jace Holdsworth and Connor Nixon out there straight away with the early number. do we see a few of the boys start from the rear? Tyrone Walsh now up in a P4. Good lap by Tyrone, 34.66. Julian Wookie, 34.84. Bevan, his teammate, 34.92. So not much pace difference between the fixed and open boys at the moment. Ryan Huckle, Kyle Ridley, Peter Baxter, Darren Robb, all in that 35.02, 04.06 range. Brad Lane just stepped in there with a 0.3. Look at the timing there. That's crazy. Looks like a few of them might be skipping the quali session. Maybe expecting a few early onset incidents. Now I'm not seeing anybody else out there to quali. Looks like Bryce Manning's just taking that extra little bit of practice he can get in. But no one else is keen to get out and do a quali lap. So maybe there's a few that are going to start from the rear and leave it to chance. So I guess good on those boys. There's the glorious Worldwide Technologies Gateway circuit. A little bit different to last week. We were out in the daylight hours, not the night time. That is a car exiting. Who is that? Nope. No one. All right, that looks like they're done and dusted. Everyone's done, but look at that. Well, let's get the grid up on the screen. So Jason Holdsworth going to lead Connor Nixon on the front row. Bryce Manning's Tyrone Walsh off 2. Julian Mookie, Bevan Moyes off row 3. Ryan Huckle, Kyle Ridley off row 4. Brad Lane, Peter Baxter off row 5. Off row 6, Darren Robb and Glenn Wilkinson. Row 7, Thomas McEwen and Michael Locke. Row 8, Brian Blundell, Tim Blundell, the Blundell brothers. Row 9 is going to be Dylan Gray. And then you're going to have row 10, Evan Tyrola there, ET we call him. And then you've got Reno Wilkinson and Mark Grocott from the back. Matty Keane, Nathan Allen are our boys up in the box. So, as we get ready to bring this up, 100 laps, Worldwide Tech for tonight's viewing pleasure. We're going to get to see Barney wave that flag tonight. So tell us who you're backing tonight. As they get rolling away for their formation lap. Where is our leader. There's Jace Holdsworth on the inside in the black and red truck. I say that, but they're both black and red trucks. But Jace closest to camera in front of the purple truck of Bryce Meddings. We'll jump a little bit further back to the two bright yellow trucks of Julian Mookie and Bevan Moyes on the third row of the grid there. Glenn Wilkinson right back here. Green flag is down. Brad Lane there in the 119. Pete Baxter on the right. Get in. Get the boys, get in and get settled. And they come steaming down into turns 1 and 2 again. Looks like Connor Nixon is going to grab the early lead here. Darren Robbs had a crash, I believe. He has. It's Kyle Ridley, so let's grab a replay and see what's going on here. He just checked up. Oh, he just wasn't. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. So we are under yellow, and it is going to be Connor Nixon leading at the first yellow for this evening. So they will line back up, and we'll let them loose once again. So again, folks, tell us in chat who your favourite driver is, or your favourite truck. Let us know. I'd like to hear from you guys at home. Also, if anyone did compete in the Majors 24 Hour on the weekend, let us know how your drive or your team went. Love to hear about your stories in the sim world. See Kyle Ridley there, still on track, hasn't sustained a whole lot of damage by the look of that. A little bit of a look as he comes past the cameras. A little bit. Darren might have a little bit of front end damage, but we're looking now at the back of Connor Nixon from the nose cam with Jason Holdsworth. Those are boys trundle around now and get ready for a restart. So Kyle Ridley and Darren Robb are both in pit lane right now. So is Glenn Wilkinson as well. He's jumped in for an early stop. And number 29. So Glenn's using the opportunity to put a little bit more fuel back in the truck after the start. Barney with his yellow flag. Thank you, Barney. Love your work. Lady says she likes a purple truck. Which purple truck? There's two of them. See them just coming around the back stretch. Is Viney going to let them go this time around? Oh, we are going another lap. another lap under safety car. So as they start getting themselves 2x2 again, all the way around the field, Darren Robb is just heading out of pit lane. There he goes. So Jace Holdsworth's going to have the top side on this restart. Again, he's going to be leading Bryce Meddings. We saw that before at the start. It was 1 and 3, now it's 2 and 4. So Bryce Meddings there in the other purple truck, Sainted Lady. So lights are out on the safety car. It means we will be going for a restart this time round. So again, they've got to use the restart zones. The restart zones are in effect here. So you'll see the blue and Geico markers up on the wall, both inside and outside of the track. He does have the blue flag, and you can see just on the right hand side of the blue flag is the Geico banner. The safety car is in pit lane. In the restart zone. Away we go. Connor Nixon's going to lead away. Scroll back and have a look. Some pace in some of these trucks at the back. Big send there by Kyle Ridley in the 27. Down low, nice and tight. They all get through. We see Kyle there in that orangey yellow car back in the middle of the shot at the top. He's trying to climb his way back forward after that early incident. Jace Holdsworth and Connor Nixon here fighting as they come down the backstretch. Connor's still leading, but Jace got the inside here. We'll have to see how he can handle that. Dylan Granier up 10 spots in the number 6, driving for SLM Esports. And just being caught in that. Oh, the 26 over. That is a big one. We might have to have a look back here. Well, let's yep, safety cars breed safety cars, unfortunately. So we'll just have a bit of a look, see. Oh, so that's Ryan Huckle there in the 50. That's Brad Lane in the 119. What's happened further back here? The 26 got together with, it looks like he backs. Oh, just punch him up into the wall. Oh, look at Kyle Ridley almost again. Oh, is that Brian blown out? No, it was Tim. Tim had nowhere to go at all. Oh, Thomas McEwen. Let's get in his cockpit for a minute and go and have a look from his scene. All right, so this is what Thomas saw in this whole catastrophe here. There's a little bit there. And he's avoiding it. Oh, there. Uh-oh. At this moment, he's probably just a passenger. Over and over and down. And that's where he got collected by Tim Blundell there, and he just got sent down the racetrack. Oh, what a big one. What a big one. So we've already got a driver put their hand up and said, that's on me on that one. So that's what happens. Yeah, Speed Demon out there in the kick world. Yep, that was a big one. That was That was big. We'll jump to Tim Blundell's car and just have a look. What did Tim see? Riding on board with Tim now. He's up on the wall. Oh, Thomas just moved. He wasn't aware Pete was there. Tag there. Bang. Up he goes. Brian just come through and just catapulted him down the circuit. That's yeah, that's unfortunate. But that's what racing breeds. It looks like the safety car lights are out. So we are going back for a restart. Barney's changing his flags over. We just caught that on camera. Thank you, Barney. The boys are just coming into turn 3 now. Safety car will be in pit lane this time round. And we'll see Connor Nixon and Jason Holdsworth take the fight once again from the front row. So we've got a guest commentator we don't normally have. We normally have this man in on a Friday night, but we got him here with us tonight due to work reasons. Andrew Proctor, welcome on in, mate. How you doing?
Ah, thanks for having me, mate. I just got home, showered, everything, so thought I'd come in.
Yeah, no, you're smelling pretty, mate. That's all that matters. Oh,
mate.
It's a 333 there. It's a 338. Tyrone Walsh just got swamped. But you come in at the right time on the back of that safety car. Did you see what brought that out?
No, I didn't, but I looked at the review and it looks like it was
It was a big one.
Daniel, but my mate Dylan.
It was a big one, let me tell you. There was about 6 cars involved. And
oh, no.
Poor Thomas McEwen, he ended up about 150 metres down the racetrack in the air on his roof. So
I'm going to have to watch that on the stream.
He's not having a good time with it. But yeah, we see Connor Nixon and Jace Holdsworth out front. And this has been going from the start. So it's an interesting battle.
Ah, it looks like it's an interesting battle. It looks like an interesting track. I haven't had a chance to do any practice here or anything tonight, so I was kind of happy that I was at work late with not having a race.
Jace diving to the bottom, put some move on Connor there. You're going to just run him up. Oh, he just runs him up to the wall. That's good drive. And Connor's going to switch straight back now and get straight back underneath.
This should be a good fight. Connor's a pretty good steerer behind the wheel.
I think once Jace gets his groove on, I think he's just going to drive away from the front. But we definitely see Connor will give some challenge for sure.
Oh yeah, he'll try and stick with him as long as he's smart about it. Doesn't burn his tyres up. He should be good.
Yeah, well, we saw Connor earlier in the season, and he took a few weeks off, and then he's come back for this one. So it'd be good to see. I'd actually like to see this battle transform into next week at Sonoma. I think the Holdsworth Nixon battle will be really good up front next week.
Yeah, it actually would be. I'm interested with Sonoma. It's going to be an interesting track to see the road races come out and see how they go in a truck on a road course. Completely different beast, but the road rules still apply. I'm actually watching this pack behind, starting with Julian. 5-car train. Oh, one of the boys hit the wall.
Julian, let's get back to Bevan and have a look.
Yeah,
Bevan hit the wall.
Bevan just tags a wall, yeah. Tagged the wall, lost the position. Bevan loses position, Evan.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. We got is that Pete Baxter back out there? It is Pete. Pete's back out after that incident that he was caught up in.
No. Don't tell me Timmy was caught up as well.
Yeah, Timmy was caught up.
He's had a shock in the last couple of rounds.
I know, poor Timmy. He's a good steerer, but he's getting caught up in those little misdemeanors we like to call them. Little misdemeanors. Darren Robb was also caught up in it. Yeah, Darren Robb was caught up in it too. He was caught up in it with Kyle Ridley. So yeah, the boys are struggling tonight.
It's a different kind of track tonight. It's a lot flatter than we're used to. With next to no banking by the looks of it.
It is a very flat track. Yeah, you're dead right, Andrew. it's kind of funny because I was talking to Darren Robb throughout the week, and he said this is a place you've got to do practice. You've got to do laps of practice because this thing, it's a different beast. It doesn't tame easily.
Oh, definitely. Definitely not.
He's doing great now from the P3. He's up 15 spots.
Wow. So, battle at the back's looking good. Just a few hinted up cars down there with Brad Lane right on the back of Reno. The back of that Ute seen better days. Or truck.
Yeah, it's a truck, mate. If you're gonna be in the box, you've got to use the
American
flag.
flag.
We've got Colin Nixon in the YouTube chat. While he's, mind you, here he is driving, and he's typing in the YouTube chat. Connor, you need to focus on the back of that truck in front of you, mate. That is Jason Holdsworth, I hate to tell you. You know, and he's running some pretty quick laps, so focus down, get your head down, and we'll look forward to chatting to you later on, buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy the amount of boys that watch the YouTube and even send messages why on track.
Yeah, right.
There's a few tracks you can do it on that work with real long straights, but yeah, they're crazy some of them.
Not around here. This is not a place you want to do this. Mark Brocott just on the screen in front of Glenn Wilkinson here. Glenn didn't get into it pretty late, so I'm not sure whether that was just a clash in schedules or whether he was out doing some more practice, but he's up 8 spots from the start, so...
Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it's nice to practice solo on track where you can get actual laps in if you haven't done any. And then to jump straight into the lobby and do practice in here.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you don't know the track.
There's Brian here on the back of Darren and Bevan here, so see if he can get his way through. Brian Wandell, as he just goes up the inside of Bevan, following his good mate Darren Robb there.
Why not? A lot of these boys are real good mates, and some of the things that you see him doing in real life on dirt, absolutely nuts. You can definitely tell how they know how to drive an oval.
Well, that's the other thing too. We got a lot of the guys in here that actually do some form of IRL racing, whether it be the guys up in the race control box or the guys on track driving. We've got a lot of real world racers in the league, so
yeah, it's just growing and growing as well by the looks of it.
Yeah,
which is good.
20 cars on tonight.
Yeah.
Sadly, Thomas McEwen is still in pit lane, so I'm guessing he's gotten a bit more than just a scratch and dent. So looks like Thomas might be out, but still 19 cars circulating, which is quite a good thing.
Yeah, 20 car grid. There's a couple of boys out. Like I'm out tonight, so there's probably 22, 23 drivers normally. But but I've noticed all our races are growing on each night too. So
yeah, there's
really good.
There's a few things that are going to be in the pipeline for next season, so we can't wait to announce those, and we'll probably be announcing those all next week on the broadcasting. So I look forward to being able to bring some of those to the viewers of what's coming next season.
Mate, as long as that Formula Ford Friday night still goes on, I'll be happy. That's some great racing.
It is some good racing. It has yielded some very good stuff. We now see Dylan Gray starting to get to the back of Connor Nixon now. Is this a bit of a move? Is Connor kind of blowing the tyres out already? I mean, a little early to say, 22 laps in.
Yeah, it's
24 laps in. So
Tyrone Walsh has sort of faded a bit as well. Connor's a pretty smart guy, so he might even just be trying to save it, realising he can't keep the pace of the leaders.
Jace is in another league. He just drives like a demon, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, you look at the setups that they do, and he's got a lot of good people behind him.
When you look at Jace out the front, there's only one thing that comes to mind when you're talking. It's like drive it like you stole it, because that's exactly what he's doing right now. He's
Does
driving
he
like he
ever?
stole it.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to slow down.
Well, if you steal it, you don't want to slow down, mate.
Yeah, but his tyres those tyres on that thing, he knows how to drive them perfectly. That's why he's road to pro. That's why he does all the big stuff. If you want to learn, he's one of the best people to learn off as well. He's actually going to be doing some training with a few of the boys, I think.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Jace Holdsworth does have a session set up. So if anyone is in our truck league or is keen to sort of get involved and learn from Jace and compare some data and get some feedback, that is an option there to jump on in.
Well, I'll have to see what I'm doing depending on work, and I got basketball with the kids and everything, so might try and get in there, sneak in there for a little bit of training myself, especially before Sonoma.
Oh yes, Sonoma's going to be. It's going to be a handful. Let's say that.
I'm looking forward to it actually. So Bryce Mannings is starting to tag onto the back of Dylan Gray now.
Yeah, he's just getting back there. The gap's come down a little bit, so it's going to turn into a three-way battle for the podium.
Well, we got 100 laps tonight. Geez, that's going to be grueling. Got no telemetry up at the moment. My SDK's decided it's going to do an update. Glad it's today.
28 of 100 right now.
Oh, that's all right.
So we're just watching Bryce Bennings now, just starting to get into a nice groove.
Yeah, he's
just
quite
taking
serious.
it.
Dylan just goes high and seems to let him go.
Get the draft, he'll use it.
Yeah, I wonder if he made a mistake.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it was a mistake. He might have just...
Dylan's actually on a borrowed rig tonight. He's borrowing his old man's rig.
No, he's actually got the old man's PC hooked up to his rig, yeah. So he's still
borrowed.
using his equipment, but it's on...
Yeah, but it's not going to have any of his settings.
Oh no, he would have got all that done. I know Dylan, he would have got all that set up. They better be fit enough to do 100 laps. Oh, come on, JC, you should be out here doing 100 laps, mate.
Oh, Jace definitely should be.
Young, fit bloke like yourself, you should be out here, buddy. No questions asked. I see Reno now getting on the back of Ridley, so these boys are having a bit of a ding-dong battle. This is 1 and 2 in the fixed. 1 and 2 in the fixed side.
Is that Mr. Ridley with a different livery?
That is Mr. Ridley with no livery, yes.
Interesting.
So we did see Kyle Ridley running for Frog Leap Juiced, but it has been changed apparently.
Oh, okay.
So he has gone back to a base livery. It's very interesting, but nice little battle brewing here with Reno and Kyle.
I know Reno's been doing a bit of work with Kyle and helping him learn the trucks over this season. And Timo and all them have helped him as well.
Yeah, no, he's definitely doing some things. So you see Reno now getting in front of Kyle. So again, as I say, this is our 1-2 for our podium.
After the fixed.
Yep, for our fixed, yep. Ooh. A good battle here. But Reno's up 13 spots, Kyle's back 1.
Yeah. What are they overall?
They are 8 and 9 right now, overall.
That's not bad.
Well, the boys are doing
expect them to.
Got the tower, let me see where they are.
My SDK's just come alive.
Of course it has.
It's just done its update, finished it, and started straight away.
So here's a funny thing.
I love that.
Bryce Bennings and Connor Nixon, old sparring partners from previous experiences. So this will be interesting to see how much faith they've got in each other as we get through the. through into this sort of mid-phase, I guess you'd call it, you know, sort of in that the window where you start looking at pit stops and things like that. You start looking at that sort of option. So I have to see.
Oh, what a camera view. Go back to that suspension work.
The suspension work. That's.
I don't mind those cameras, especially on like a high bank oval.
That
Or
is
even
left
a track
front.
like Sonoma. And the inside camera on like a track like Sonoma, just be able to see all the inners. Look at that motor.
Well, that is actually left front of Bryce Manning's car. So that's his turning left there now as he's going through the banking. And now he's back straight again. Not a lot of movement, is there, Andrew?
No, they're definitely not. But yeah, next week will be good. That camera shot next week, seeing the wheel actually really turn into it.
It's going to be interesting.
But they don't need a lot of movement on an oval, but they're set up to turn.
Yeah, it's their right front that's already pretty much on a
Yeah, already on an angle, wicked angle on some of them. Ooh, who's that?
that is Tyrone Walsh. That's the right front suspension of Tyrone Walsh. So he's had a nice little brush
He's had
with
a
the
wall
wall
moment. He's ripped the paint right off that. Boss
That'll-
might be happy with that one.
I'll say that'll be in the paint shop tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be in the tear down and rebuild
Look at this little pack
section
here.
at SLA.
Look at this, you've got Darren Robb, Ryan Huckle, E.T. and Bevan Moyes. Bevan's a little bit far back, but you've got the three boys here, all battling there in 10, 11 and 12.
Yeah. I think,
Or
You
you've got
probably find-
Ryan.
Darren slowly try and pull away, but he might be still damaged. He was caught up on early, wasn't he?
Well, he was caught up with an early one with Kyle Ridley. So to
Yeah.
see Kyle still here with Reno, that's looks like Brad Lane on the right-hand shot. It is.
He
He's
might
the
have
one
a
on.
little bit of residual damage, but it's good to see the difference between the fix and the open, as we see Darren running a higher line and being able to drive through it in the open set, and the fix set having to work that bottom line to
Yeah,
get the
the,
truck around.
Yeah, the fix set definitely pace-wise is a little bit lower, but we'll have to see how they sort of manage that into the later race. As we are looking at lap 39 right now. This is Bryce Meddings and Connor Nixon on screen. As I say, old sparring buddies, so expect this to be a cracking battle.
Yeah, it should be a ripper of a battle. Dylan's just sitting just off him. I think he may have burnt his tyres up by now.
Jace Holdsworth here looking at the back of Glenn Wilkinson, about to put a lap down on Glenn. He just does this so easily, doesn't he? Like, he just does it so comfortably, just drives it in nice and deep.
And look at the wheel work when he does it too, as he's coming around.
And that's the back
That's
of Bevan
in a
Moyes up
raw.
there.
He's in very deep. Just holds it on the line too. I mean, he just holds the line, floats it out to the wall, and he's hard up against the wall. Surprised he doesn't hit that wall so much.
I'm surprised he doesn't take panels off when he gets that close. Like,
It's just that air cushion. He can feel the air cushion. He can make it stick. Look at the wheel movement through the corner.
very little. Just
And he
turns
gets
it in.
straight out of the wall. And you could probably only just fit the camera in between the wall and his car going down there.
Look at that.
But he just holds the line. It's a beautiful driving.
Oh, Dylan Gray. Dylan Gray with a massive slide. And look at these two boys. Oh! Bryce Meddings and Connor Nixon have bumped doors. I think it was at about 200 kilometres an hour. They were touching doors. As I said, old sparring buddies, these boys. They go back. This is going to be...
These boys are going to battle the whole way.
You can just see Bryce
Connor's
Meddings
on the back of him at the moment.
Oh, is that? Oh. You can just see Connor getting a little loose. You can just hear the wheel spin off the corner.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bryce got a little loose into the wall.
just tucked down on him. Oh, they're still
I
in it.
think he-
Oh,
Connor didn't expect that.
that's brought Dylan Gray into this as well now. So Dylan now between Connor and Bryce.
Yeah. It's
Well,
last
some-
little tap on the side of Bryce. It's going to be an interesting one.
Have a look at the wheel work from Dylan Gray and just see if we can pick up if he's struggling with the. It definitely looks like he's struggling with those tyres. A lot more input angle than what we saw from the guys up front. So
Yeah.
definitely the tyres might be starting to come off. So he's definitely putting a lot more input into the truck. Jace Douglas next season on Jumping the Trucks. Awesome, mate. Look forward to seeing you out there.
Look forward to seeing Jason in the trucks. He can steer on a road. I want to see what he's like on an oval.
It's
But
a
he'll
little
probably
bit
be like
different.
Dylan and just straight up there.
It's a little bit different in the oval, Jay. So we'll I hope to see you put in some nice laps, mate. Now,
If he's got an understanding on tyre wear, he should be right.
look who it is. This is P11 ET, the number 5, and Jace Holdsworth in the Nitro truck, about to go around him, mate.
Yeah. Jace is
He's on another plane.
probably going to lap the field to this tonight. Safety car's
drives
maybe
it in.
anything stopping him, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The safety car might screw it all back up, but
ET doesn't even flinch, just lets him go.
that's no point.
Look at the
Next one,
speed difference, but
yeah,
the
Jace,
time he gains through the corner.
Jace at the moment 150-ish, 160-ish.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the back of leader Ryan Huckle there in the 50.
There's 2 to 3 temps just in the corner of gain in the braking area. Easy. Yeah, he's right in there.
He's using the draft as well, look. He's
Yeah.
like, yep, I'll use that a little bit here and a little bit there.
Shows the nose. Lets him know what he's doing. No fight.
Nah, he's out there and he's doing his thing right now, so that puts him lapped to P10. So next car in his
Yep.
sights will be Kyle Ridley up there in the orange car. So Kyle will be sensing that probably. Inevitable lapping coming and be like, yep, I want to get my behind out of here and go. So we just see Kyle with a little slide then though. So, off
48
the
laps.
corner, it's loose, yeah, 48, almost halfway.
Oh, very loose off the corner. So I'm on a bit delayed with the stream at the moment. I'm being delayed like you were yesterday, mate.
You'll be right.
This is actually good fun up in the box. Don't you normally have the Tyler Sheep up here?
Tyler does join us from time to time, yeah.
That's alright. Well, Jace's got a bit of a gap to catch before he gets to Kyle, but I don't think it's going to take him long.
No, won't take him on board. That in the Discord, my man, will give you up-to-date data that I'm seeing.
Oh, you little legend.
So we'll pick up on Bryce Meddings now, see if he can get his way back to that 20 part of the field. It's on the grade now 1.9 from the back of Connor Nixon.
Yeah. That truck's seen better days as well by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Big sideways movement by Bryce in the background.
He was... These boys seem to struggle off the corner, so I'm not sure what's going on. Julian back here now, looking at the back of... Looks like Brian Blundell.
Yeah.
So Timo's gone into the pit. Tim Blundell is in the pit lane right now. There he is. They're jacking it up. Yep, right side's up.
Yeah.
To the left side. Left side is up.
they're
Yep,
all
it's
four.
taken all four. We're going to start seeing the pit stops unfolding.
Green flag pit stops. Oof.
Well, that's rough, yeah. I know.
That is very rough.
Hey, Reno Wilkinson, up 13 spots.
Ah, Reno, my man.
He is
Kiwi brother.
and there's Jace. Just
Just
aside.
drives past him. And Kyle's
Just-
using Jace's slipstream
Yeah, absolutely. Good on
like
Kyle,
a
mate.
champion. Oh, Reno's in.
Reno's boxing. So now Jace is chasing down Brian Blundell, which Brian is actually on the back of Tyrone Walsh. Ironically enough. So again, Jace might get a 2-for-1 here.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Jace? Jace?
He's
looks
got
like
a bit
he's
of
a
a gap.
long way back. Yeah, it looks like, oh, he's at top of screen. So, yeah, he does. Oh, Tyrone right up to the wall. Oh. I wonder if that's the tyres just starting to come off, or if he drove that in there
The
specifically.
boys
for
are
that.
starting to pit. Boys are starting to pit. We might be having some tyre wear. Be interesting.
Mike Brocott's in as well now. Oh, Ridley's also in. So he's looking for the undercut on Ryan Huckle, I would suggest. If Ryan isn't in.
Kyle did well to use Jason as a bit of a toe for a bit as well when he went past.
Yeah, I think that's what you'd want to try and do. I think you'd want to try and use him as much as possible. So there's Jace there. There's Brian Blundell just coming around turn 2, which is the pit exit.
He's probably about a bit far off being a second or two behind Mr. Tyrone Walsh.
So we are looking for Ryan. He's gone around again.
He might not be that bad on his tyres. He might have been able to save a bit at the start to use him up later on in the track.
Going to make the battle for the top step of the podium in the fixed side. Very interesting.
Oh yeah.
You've got ET sitting right there, currently P2 in that fixed series. And then Bevan Moyes currently P3. But there is Glenn Wilkinson about to put a move on. Goes to the bottom. Bevan's right up to the wall.
I've been looking at the guys that have just gone in and changed tyres and seeing what lap times they're throwing down as well. Fresh rubber. So they're going to be instantly quicker anyway. It's a case of, do you want to hold off and try and push, or do you want to just bite the bullet? Because these boys are going to be losing time. Big time over these guys with new rubber.
Yeah, it's actually funny you say that, because Ryan Huckle now 36.81 last lap. When Kyle Ridley went in and did a pit stop, he is at a 35.53. No, sorry. Yeah, 35.53 last lap. So he's not losing all that much. Connor Nixon now in the pit lane.
It's not much, but on a short track, and it's a fair bit.
There's
Let's see, Connor, what is he going to take? If he takes 4 or 2, it'd be
I
silly
think
to
you
take 2.
4. I think you take 4. Because he rolls right on up to the other end of the pit lane. Such a long,
That is a long pit lane.
run. And he stops there. He gets left side up.
As we see,
And right side up.
Jason.
Jake's still out.
And it's still out.
Connor's just headed out now. So we're going to look for Bryce Mannings and Dylan Gray. There's Bryce. There's Dylan on the left of the screen. Just went through our shot.
Yeah.
But does Dylan dive the pit lane? Does he come in now? Looks like he's... No, he's not.
No, he's staying out.
And Bryce Mannings are also set out. So they're going to be on at the start of turn 3 for that pit lane.
Yeah.
So there's the pit entry there. That's... And there's the pit exit. So what does Dylan do? Does he dive for pit lane?
He's a bit low. I reckon he's going.
He's low. Yeah, he's
going.
definitely low. Yeah, he's in. Does Bryce Mannings follow? No, he doesn't.
No.
Bryce goes on again.
Bryce keeps going.
That's interesting.
Bryce, the back of Bryce Manning's truck looks like it's seen better days.
It does look like it's seen better days. It looks a little warped and ready, but still doing
That
its
won't be
thing.
helping his aero or his lap times.
There goes Jace again. This is 61 laps. He's about to start his 60-second lap. Still hasn't pitted yet. Jason
All
Holdsworth.
36-2s. Mannings is in.
Mannings is just bolted in for pit lane. This will be to cover off Dylan Gray.
Would have to be.
This will be to cover off Dylan and try and come out near Connor. So as we see Connor there, he's just behind Glenn. Going around the outside, we see the difference there.
Difference in tyres there is huge.
Absolutely, yeah. So where does Bryce? Julian's also in as well. Jace Holdsworth goes again. Tyrone Walsh here on screen. Hasn't pitted either, so he's 63 laps. Still not pitted, so again, pressing on. Bryce Mannings coming out. He's not going to get Connor. Is he going to get Dylan Gray is the question. I don't think he's going to get Dylan Gray either. No, he's not. So the undercut didn't pay off. Oh, sorry, the overcut didn't pay off.
Didn't.
Tyrone Walsh is now in pit lane. Jace Holdsworth also in pit lane. So now leader is in. 63 laps in the books.
That's a long stint.
He's going to give him a very short run to home. And so far, we don't have any incidences to write home about. So for Worldwide Tech Gateway being as tough as it is, we may not see a review show. So you might have picked a good night and jump in the box, mate.
No, I reckon there's probably going to be one.
There's Bryce Mannings on screen. Connor Nixon now. Jace Holdsworth is out. He is coming out.
What's his lap time?
Connor is just there. Jace's got to get back up to speed. Where does Connor fold out here? Jace has come out. Oh, there's Connor at the top of screen. Jace came out right behind Kyle Ridley. So, Kyle Ridley currently P7 and leading. We will be leading our fixed series. Because Glenn Wilkinson is in pit lane.
He's in pit.
Jace is now going to send it down low. Get under Kyle Ridley with ease.
I was going to say with ease, but the Kyle looks like he's sticking to the back.
Yeah, he's
going to let him go,
sure,
slot in and get a bit of a drag. Hopefully.
Connor Nixon, 4.7 seconds back on Jason Holdsworth. Already on the pit stop, he's put a gap on, and he's going to drive away off the front here. Well, look at this.
Jason's Holdsworth has lapped everyone right up to P5. And it looks like he's only about Well, you'd almost say 6 seconds off the back of P5 at the moment.
He is a full straightaway from Julian Mookie. But then we also
about 6 seconds.
see Bryce Meddings now. He's 8 seconds off Dylan Gray with his teammate right behind him.
You'd be wanting to push from the teammate.
So
If you can get it.
Wanting to get up there and do that. Dylan Gray here on the screen, currently P3 in the open trucks, up 15 spots and holding his own there. 7.5 seconds to Connor Nixon and 8 back to Bryce Meddings. So he's in his own little window. He's just got to keep his head down now. Truck's looking a little worse for wear, a little second hand there.
Yeah, it's 2 trucks that are going to have to be repaired this week.
It's the joys when you when your boss has got the trucks in the race, mate.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Mine's already getting the Sonoma set up, put in it. Boys already on it.
Mark Grote got back here in P17, up 5 spots.
So good to
Caught up
see.
with early stuff.
Caught up in the stuff.
But good to see him out there doing his thing. Tyrone Walsh, currently P15, back 11 spots. But he took that late stop as well.
Hard.
But he took that late stop, so just wait for him to come back through.
Yeah, I wonder if he's also done a bit of repair.
2.5 seconds off Glenn Wilkinson. So I expect to see him climb over top of Glenn here.
He done repairs. He was in the pits for a minute 12.
I think he'd probably want to do repairs. Have you seen the right side of this truck, mate? There's no number on it.
Yeah. Yeah, the boys ain't fixing that on site.
Darren Rodden, right on the back of ET here. He's on the back of Bevan, Ryan, all these boys again. We saw this early on in the race. We saw this fight taking place. So
Good little battle. All of them are friends. All of them know each other.
oh, they all train together. They all practice together. They all drive together. So yeah,
They're always giving each other hell in the chat.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Julian Mookie now in P5. Just again, he's in his own window. He's got 5 seconds to Bryce Meddings and 14 back to Kyle Ridley.
Yeah. He's just chilling.
Yep, there's Kyle there. And he's on the back of Connor Nixon. So again, is it Connor Nixon? I believe it is. It is Connor Nixon.
Yeah.
So it'd be good for Kyle, again, just hang in there and just use that draft and just drive on the back of Connor and use it to his advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And Dylan Gray still 7 seconds to Connor and 8.3 to Bryce Meddings. You can see on screen.
It's doing well, old Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce Meddings doing all right. A few of the boys having a good run now. They've got a nice long stint in them. They've been doing rather well.
That truck would be a pain to drive for Bryce at the moment.
After that big spill that took out like 7 or 8 cars, it's actually been...
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go back and look at that one.
We will throw that back in just a minute. We might actually throw it back for some of the viewers who have just tuned in. Let's... pick it up. Alright, so throw back to Tim Blundell earlier on. Let's pick up the far chase so we can see just up in front of Timmy here. There's a bit of contact. Truck goes across. Bang there. That's 2, 3. And then look, 26 here. Bang. Across he goes. And then he just launches. Watches. Boom. Now watch left. Brian. Bang. Got him. So he just sent him. So that was the lap.
That's an interesting one.
Lap 7 safety car.
Damn. I would have been in there somewhere. I can guarantee it.
Hey, were you even up that high?
If I'd been practicing, yeah. I've been doing alright. My qualifying's been okay for the truck season. It's just my racing. I've been involved in something every week.
Yeah, I was talking to Pete.
I think we've only finished 2 or 3 races this season for myself.
I was talking to Pete Baxter before the racing tonight, and he said it's been 18 months that he has not been involved in something, either by himself doing it or by someone else taking him out. So
Yeah,
18 months of solid, just murdering the trucks and cars and stuff that he's racing. So he's just having a really rough time at the moment.
Magnetor. Truck racing is one of those races where the luck has got a lot to do with it as well.
Look at what Jace is coming up on the back here, mate. Look at this gaggle
Yeah,
of
nothing
5 or
changed.
6 cars. He's got to try and get through here. Somewhere in amongst all this is Julian Wookie. And so look, Julian Wookie's there. Bryce Meddings is there.
And
The number
just
10
down the road
is in
still.
there. Reno's in here. I think you've got a whole bunch of boys down just a little bit further on. And Jace is approaching this and going, oh boy.
Yeah.
So there's 6 cars here just on shot, and there's Jason Hall. No,
There he is in the background.
He
He's
is
got another
off.
5 to get past.
he's right at the back there, and that is, I think that's Brian Blundell right there.
Yeah.
Brian's just going to pull up and just go, yeah, mate, take her out. I'm not even going to try and fight with you on that. He gets that one done pretty easy. Now he's got,
I believe Tyrone Walsh.
I think it's Tyrone, yeah.
It is a red spoiler on the back of an SLM car. Yeah, that'd be Tyrone.
Would be
It's a complete
Walsh,
red.
Yep. So it is Walshy, and then you've got Glenn Wilkinson in there. You've got Julian Wookie in there. It's an absolute fest here of cars, man.
Oh, yeah. Definitely is.
23 laps to go. He's about 4 seconds off the back of Julian Wookie here. But he's got all these cars around him. How far can Jace actually go forward?
I reckon there's no reason why he couldn't get to Bryce. I don't know if he'll pass Bryce. But he could probably get to Bryce. He's got the slipstream of all the boys. So, I reckon he'll definitely get Julian. I don't know about Bryce, but I think Bryce is too far down the road. He's another 10 seconds or so down the road from Julian.
4 seconens.
4 seconds?
There's only 4 seconds to Bryce. It's 13 seconds between Julian and Glenn.
Possible.
21 laps to go, chat. Give us your input. Can Jason Holdsworth, how far up can he go? Can he get past Bryce Meddings? He is on the back of Glenn Wilkinson and Tyrone Walsh there right now. Julian Wookie in the bright yellow car just going through is the next one in Jace's firing line. And there's Jace, who's just made short work of Glenn.
Yeah.
And Tyrone.
He'll make sure work of Tyrone. Tyrone won't fight this.
He'll be like, yep, you go on, buddy. I'm more than happy to sit there. So Jace is going to go down the inside. Come out the other side.
Oh,
and go,
Julian gets very loose.
Yeah, I was just watching that. I thought he was going to be in big trouble there. Well, Tyrone is actually giving Jace a bit of side draft here. He's actually working side draft.
Nice work, Tyrone.
Oh, he's got him clear now, though.
He's got him cleared now.
There is Jace Holdsworth. Julian Wookie right in front.
Jason's just so much deeper in the break.
Dylan Gray now looks like on the back. Maybe Mark Rocott there, just gone through. Yeah, it's Mark Rocott, 73. Dylan Gray's just got to be smart here. Just that's it.
Mark's done the right thing. Pulled out of the way.
Kyle Ridley leading our fixed series with Ryan Huckle back in P2, and it's going to be ET right beside that Bryce. Is that Bryce Meddings? It is.
Bryce Meddings, yeah.
ET's right there, and Julian Wookie is right behind him. No, sorry, that's Bevan Moyes right behind him. So Bevan and ET are fighting for third spot in our fixed series. There's Jace Holdsworth right behind Julian Wookie now. He is relentless, Jason Holdsworth. But the race is on here, mate. This is going to be an interesting fight for the podium. Connor Nixon looks like he might be pretty comfortable for P2, barring a major catastrophe, but the truck looks very straight, very clean. Not as much damage on that truck at all. Dylan Gray, again, got a little bit of work down the right-hand side of that truck, but again, looking like he's settled in for a P3 for our Open Series.
Dylan's car looks pretty clean compared to Bryce's, unfortunately.
It does. So ET and Bevan Moyes right here. This is for P3 in the fixed championship. With only one round to go, this could be very interesting for points. Bryce just pulls out from behind Darren Robb, just giving him a little bit of side draft.
Darren's just holding the outside.
Standing him, yeah, making him drive that bottom. Driving the bottom. Bryce got it done though.
Yeah, he almost slid up there.
He's it in. Yeah,
lucky not to.
He's trying to run into the wall. But hey, that's racing. That's what you do. You've got to use that draft where you can.
Out of the throttle again. Bryce is starting to look very unstable through the corners. See the flame shoot out as he gets off the throttle. He tries to stabilise the car when it gets loose.
Jace Holdsworth's done the deal on Julian Wookie. No problems whatsoever. So he is now looking to Bryce Medding. And then the next one up the road would be Dylan Gray to P3. Not quite sure that's going to happen. We've only 15 laps to go. I think that might be a little insurmountable.
Yeah.
But that's Bevan Moyes on screen. Who's fighting
to get through a few cars.
ET for our P3 in the fixed series. But I think
ET's just pulled away.
I was going to say, barring a catastrophe, I think ET might be alright.
Yeah. I mean, these boys getting very loose, but as we see him come in and out, sliding out of the corner.
So I think for the second time this season, we might have the Foxton Fizz in the room having a chat. So this will be really good. There's Jace again. He's going to go around the high side.
ET shuts the door. Said, "No, you can go low, mate."
You take the bottom side, son. You get down there. You go where you belong. Get down there. It was good driving. So, all right, Jace Holdsworth now getting his eyes locked on the back of that purple truck right in front of him. Darren Robb, his good mate. Darren Robb is the next truck on track, but it's Bryce Meddings for the next positional spot to put
the
a
next
lap
lap
down.
spot. I dare say Darren's not going to give up too much of a fight.
Beefy, tonight's racing is fantastic, mate. Last safety car was on lap 7. We have had
you missed out, mate.
nearly 83 laps, I think, of green flag racing. Good. It's been fantastic. So we're just watching Jason Holdsworth put on a clinic again, like he does. Or I think he might actually get this, dude. That's Darren Robb right there, and you can see
not going to put up much of a fight.
You see there's Bryce. Oh, look at the back of Bryce. Oh, he just...
Yeah, it's loose. The back of his truck is loose.
He's just sliding up. I'm not quite sure if Bryce caught a wall.
I didn't catch it. I've been on Bryce for a while.
Sheafy's giving you a bit of stick in the old chat, so he's saying at least you can cause the safety car.
I was waiting for it.
Sheafy just sticking it to you, mate.
I heard he caused the safety car Friday night.
No, it's not on video, mate. Doesn't count. Oh, Jace is going to get a 2 for here. Bryce going to shut the door. Oh, no. It's just Jace. Just got to whip it up, yeah.
Not going to take him on and get past Bryce, mate.
He's looking. Look at the damage on the back of this image Rob's car.
How's
the
look how
slide?
loose it is. The thing is as loose as anything.
How's this slide? I want to jump on board with Bryce Mettings here.
Oh, we got a caution.
Brad Lane. Oh, this is
Oh, what happened then? What brought that out?
Brad Lane has had a
What a dude, got loose, didn't it?
Julian.
Oh, Julian's come up the track.
I think it's just understeered up the track, just late tyres.
Julian's gotten loose and just slid.
No.
Oh, that sucks for Brad. He was holding a nice line. Julian's just slid up.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just understeered up the track, just older tyres. Oh, Sheefy, what are you doing, mate? You come in and look what you've done. It's not even commentator's Kurtz, this one, mate. It's Chatter Kurtz.
Was that Julian Mucky that slid up?
Mucky. Yeah, I think it was Mucky, yeah.
Ooh, I don't think he'll get the lucky dog then.
Yeah, it's definitely Julian, because Bevan's got the blue strip on down the back.
It's going to be interesting to see if iRacing give him lucky dog or not. Because he's involved in the wreck.
Yeah. You put the curse on everything. I wouldn't say everything, mate. I wouldn't say everything. Okay, so the top guys have boxed, so they are prepping for a sprint. They want the freshest rubber for 5, 6, maybe 6 solid laps. But look at this.
How many boys are getting their laps back?
Well, that again, how many boys actually get the laps back?
Because if they're if they stay out and they're in front of Jace, iRacing will wave them around the safety car. Because it'll wave everyone around that's in between the safety car.
Dylan Gray,
leader.
Sorry to cut you off here. Dylan Gray has jumped Connor Nixon in the pit stop. Bryce Mettings is still in the pit. And there is the safety car coming. Oh, Bryce is just rolling out now. Just rolling out now. Did he take repairs? I think he might have. Or maybe not. That was a very long stop though. Minute 13.
Hey, he took a couple of little repairs.
Yeah, he might have taken a little bit of a repair window. But yeah, Dylan Gray has jumped Connor Nixon in that pit stop. So that's interesting. 6 seconds less for Dylan over Connor. So that's yeah, that's interesting.
Oh.
So here we go. If anybody wanted a grandstand finish, this is going to be your grandstand finish right here.
Tyrone Walsh and Dylan Gray both have black flags as well.
Oh, Tyrone's in pit lane.
Yeah, he probably got a speedy.
He's got 45 seconds. He's minute 12. He's out now.
Yeah.
Darren Robb's still in pit lane. Bryce Mettings has gone back in.
Yeah, he's going in to do some more damage, I think.
They say Dylan Gray's got a black flag, but he didn't go back in.
No, I think Dylan got one for passing cars before the control line. From what I can tell from race control.
Right.
But
I don't know how he would have done that.
well, if you pass the cars before they go into pit lane, like as they go in, if you pass them before they actually enter pit lane, you're deemed as passing them before the control line. You've got to be behind them.
Yeah, Bryce just took some repairs there. I
Yeah,
definitely saw that
Bryce
front
doing
right.
more.
Definitely that front right just
I
popped
was
back
right.
out.
Brian Bundell got the lucky dog. He's going to go right around the field.
So here's the question. Can we see Dylan Gray get the jump on Jason Holdsworth on the start?
Even if he does, he's got the black flag, so he's got to come in. So Jason will know that. He'll be discounting him. He won't even bother fighting. Worst thing is because Dylan's so high up, he has to do the lap, then come in. Now, if you're at the back of the field and you've got a black flag, so if Tyrone Walsh, if he's at the back of the field and he's got his black flag, as they go green, he's got the ability to come into pit, serve the penalty, and then go around. But the penalty is going to put him a lap down.
Well, we've got 5 to go. We're still getting...
we're getting wave rounds for the fix. So the fixed guys that are in front of the leader are getting pushed around to be behind the leader.
Right.
Because Kyle technically hasn't lapped them yet. So they get put back around on the lead on that lap.
Right. So Kyle is technically leading. ET is second, and Glenn Wilkinson is now P3.
Yep.
So this could shift all around with this restart. So this isn't all set just yet, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a grandstand finish. Now, if Dylan Gray does have that black flag and he does have to stop, you are looking at Jason Holdsworth, Connor Nixon and Bryson Meddings as your top 3, but you've got Brian Blundell and Julian Wookie there. That not quite out of this just yet. The restart will definitely help them.
Yeah, it
But
definitely will.
Julian is sitting there. He didn't stop, so he is going to take the...
I think you'll find Julian will get pushed past by iRacing because he was a lap down. So being a lap down and he's involved in the wreck, he doesn't get the lucky dog. Unfortunately, that's the way it works.
But if he doesn't pit and he stays out, would he then technically
iRacing will push him past the safety car.
Right.
Will be pushed past. The iRacing should push him past the safety car with 1 to go, and then take the leader up.
Right.
But if you're in the mix of the field, iRacing will then tell you to come out and let everyone past.
So I'll have to see what happens here. Now, the other thing too, Dylan Gray's only got 3 laps to serve that black flag, does he not?
Yeah, but if he finishes with it, it's a bigger penalty.
What would be a bigger penalty than a lap down?
It pretty much pushes you to the back of the field.
So I have to wait. Oh, who's that? That's Reno Wilkinson getting
The lucky dog.
Been sent.
So he's a fixed lucky dog. Yeah, Julian's just been way past
and the safety car lights have just gone out. So, right. All right. So there is Barney. He does have his yellow flag out. Now he's got his green flag. There goes Reno, and here comes Julian. So we are down to 3 laps. It will be 2 at the stripe. 4.
We're going to go green, white, checker.
We are. Safety car is in pit lane. Oh, yellow flag's out.
No, it's been extended by...
It's been extended, yeah. The yellow flag is out.
Oh, that's let the cars catch up to the back by the looks. Did you see the iRacing safety car trundle down pit lane again?
All right, so we will...
So you'll probably find race control will clear out some black flags of their fixed wave rounds. Race control do a damn good job in these races, and especially with all these last minute safety cars getting everyone sorted. It's a very thankless job for the boys in race control, but they do a stellar job.
Now the green flag's out. Now Barney's going to get us back underway for what will be a 3-lap sprint. All the boys are fresh rubber. It is back in the pit lane. Jace is away. Dylan is going to slot P2, and the boys are going to resume their battle. Bryce Winnings and Connor Nixon going to resume where they started just before. You're saying Dylan Gray's got that black flag overhanging his head, so he may have to box.
Yep. He does. It's not going to be easy too, because he's
going to be
got Connor on the inside.
He's going to be left high and wide. He can't get in there.
Oh, he's just been tapped.
Catch it, Dylan.
He caught it.
He caught the slide.
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag is out.
He got caught high and dry. Trying to get down, but had a car underneath him. Oh, Tyrone wouldn't have made it back around to get his black flag as well.
I think that might have been the... Unless something happened further back.
No.
I got nothing further back, so it might have been that.
It was that.
Yeah, it might have just been that. So interesting that that brought out the yellow. So once again, just see Dylan just catching. And he did catch it. He did an awesome job with the catch there. That was brilliant driving.
The only issue, the yellow would have come out because of the speed. He's high, he's caught it, but it would have slowed him right down.
Right, there goes Darren Robb back around. Oh! Ooh. Guess we'll be
reviewing that.
Yes, that's probably going to go into the channel.
Did he not brake, or was he trying to catch up, or?
I don't know. There was something definitely there. So we're going to get line back up and we're going to go again. So we're waiting patiently. See if the boys can get the job done. So Kyle Ridley and Bevan Moyes and ET are our top 3 in our fixed championship. Right there, and then they're sitting... Kyle's actually sitting P4 on track right now. We got 19 in the YouTube chat. So welcome in, Mr. 19.
Oh, Mr. Bleakley in there.
We're not seeing you out on track tonight, buddy. Alright, safety car lights are out again. Barney does have a yellow. They are down the back stretch though. Here they come into turn 3. Safety car lights are out.
Shortly.
He does have the green flag.
As Jason tags the back of the safety car.
Telling the safety car to hurry up, mate. Want to go?
Yep, telling me to move.
Oh, you're on holidays. Ah, gotcha. Alright, here we go.
Wait for the restart zone. And he went
Jace
early.
is
He
away.
went right on the
Oh.
restart. He caught the boys sleeping. As soon as he was in that restart, he went.
Let's have a look back here. Right, let's look at our fixed championship. Kyle Ridley there on the outside. Dylan Gray looks like he's on the low side now. He is going to take to the pit. Yep, he is taking to the pit. So that leaves Bryce Meddings in P3 for our Open Series. And Kyle Ridley, Bevan Moyes, and ET in our fixed series. The white flag is out, ladies and gentlemen. This is the white flag. Jason Holdsworth here. But Connor Nixon trying to get to him. Bryce Meddings there just going to cling on, I think, for a P3. He's got a little bit far back right now.
Yeah, he's still got too much damage on that to fight.
So it's going to be a good drive for Bryce.
Good drive for him to keep hold of that truck, because it was loose.
Having a good battle there with his old mate Connor Nixon, who's going to get a P2 tonight. And Kyle Ridley, Bevan Moyes and ET are going to be our fixed podium as well. So awesome work to our fixed podium and to our open guys as well. So we will have to wait to see what goes on with the review process. But Jason Holdsworth, mate, class above anything, isn't he?
Always is.
And don't forget, guys, Jace Holdsworth is holding a training session or a coaching session tomorrow night here for CFR. If you do wish to jump into that, make sure you're part of the Discord. Jump in the trucks and come and learn from the man himself, doing crazy things out here on the racetrack here at Gateway.
Yeah. Shame I missed it. It looked like a very fun, clean race for 90-something% of it.
Look at that. Look at that picture, mate. Gateway Arch out there.
Yep. That look good.
Right. So, Jace Holdsworth is in the room. We will chat to him in just a moment. We got Connor Nixon, Kyle Ridley. So we need Bryce Meddings. All we need Brian Blundell. Bevan Moyes and ET in that channel. So we'll try and get one of the podiums in.
Need Evan and Bevan and Kyle.
Looks like we are going to have... Oh, so far there's nothing to review. Nothing yet. Wait and see.
So Jason Holdsworth has just put in the general and be right back.
Yeah, I did
going
read
for a
that.
smoke.
Yeah, I did read that. So we won't drag him in just yet. So we'll try and get the fixed.
Just drag ET up from the chill session.
This might have to, but Bevan as well. So might have to see.
Yeah, I don't know if Bevan's in there.
No, I don't think he is.
No.
So we might drag in. Who do we talk to, mate? I don't know. Who do we bring in?
I reckon we drag it, ET up from chill.
Okay.
Yeah. Him or Kyle. Kyle's always good to talk to.
Right, well, let's bring in Kyle. He's in the green room, so let's bring in Mr. Ridley. Kyle Ridley, mate. Well done again tonight. That's a top step in the fixed trucks. Well done.
Thanks, Rob. It was an eventful start, but I think me being in the back to avoid that big one actually played off to my advantage and got myself into the lead and just never looked back.
Yeah, no, we did see that, and I see also in the review that Darren Robb put his hand up and said, "Yeah, that was on him. Sorry, bud." That was
I got sorry.
no, that's all right. You got sort of contact there early on.
Yeah, I think I got touched up from the rear, and it just put me into the wall. I'm lucky that it was only a minute of optional. I got most of it done on my pit stop, but I had most of that race with about 20 to 30 seconds of optional, and I was more important to get the track position than go and take it. So I was doing about 2/10 a lap, but no, it was just enough where, with the safety cars and saving tires and a good green flag pit stop just allowed me to keep the lead.
Yeah, no, and you led home a pretty good field too with Bevan Moyes and Evan right behind you there, mate. So not a bad night overall for you. You got that early one out of the way, and then you just got your head down and drove on.
Certainly, it was a decent night for myself.
Exactly right. Now, mate, this is normally where we ask you to give your sponsors a shout out, but I've noticed has something changed on your truck this week.
Yes, she is paintless for tonight's round.
There's nothing on it.
No, there's nothing on her other than trading paints and a few iRacing defaults. But I'm in the midst of moving teams. I am moving to Vermilion, and I don't quite know their sponsors just yet. So I'll just say thank you to Vermilion, and I got a win off the bat with them, and I believe Connor was P2, so that's a good showing for us.
Yeah, exactly. No, I did hear that on the wind that you were on the move to another team. So I don't know. Is it condolences or congratulations? Either way, mate. It's hopefully it's onwards and upwards for better things.
That's right. That's definitely looking forward.
Exactly right. Well, since you don't
do the shout outs.
I was going to say, since you don't know who the sponsors
I feel like
are,
he knows a few of them.
we'll just get Connor to do them when we drag him in. But no, well done, mate. Good drive tonight and top step again. Moving on to Sonoma, are you looking forward to that?
Absolutely. A good old road course where we've got to turn left and right.
you can take the road racer to an oval, but you can't take the road racing out of the driver, can you?
I just got to learn to keep these tyres alive. I did pretty well today, and if I can take that into next week, I will hopefully be picking up another win.
Excellent.
Best of luck next week, mate.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, Kyle, well, go and enjoy that win, mate. That was a fantastic drive, and we will see you later in the week.
See you guys.
See you, mate. Well, ET's in the green room now.
Let's bring in ET. Now, the last time I went to bring this man in and have a chat, I found out the next day that I butchered his name so bad he just wanted us to call him ET. So, Evan, welcome on in, mate. P3 tonight, fixed trucks. Well done. How was it out there for you?
Hey Rob, that was awesome, bro. I had the truck was humming tonight. I had one of the boys just tweak the motor a little bit, the setup, just with the steering ratio, and made a big difference.
Right, it looked like a lot of fun out there. You're sort of battling around with Kyle and Bevan for most of the night.
Yeah, I tagged along with Darren for a while as well. I was working with him and managed to pick up a couple of places, and then I decided to stay out in those last couple of laps with that last yellow. It sort of helped me up to get up there.
Yeah, mate, I've got to say, plus 10 spots all night. P9 outright and P3 in class. That's a fair effort.
I'm just driving whatever's in front of me, just racing my race, and just just head down, bum up, and just whatever happens in front of me happens.
I got word from a couple of boys throughout the week that there's a few looking at stepping up into the Open Series next season. Are you one of those boys who's looking at the red stripe and thinking, I might have a crack at that?
Yeah, I'll give it a crack. I'll just have to have a chat with a couple of the boys and see if they can help me out somewhere just to get started. And definitely.
Mate, you know they're going to help you out, so don't even mate.
They've got the Foxton Fizz truck loaded, mate. Don't you worry about that. They'll get you up the pointy end very soon. Hey, got to ask you though, mate. Next week we're on the Sonoma. You got to turn the truck right. Is that something you're comfortable with?
No.
That was a short answer. I love it. No. Will we see you at Sonoma next week?
Yes, you will, definitely.
Awesome.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yeah, we'll have to look for the number 5 Fox and Fizz turning right and see how he goes, eh?
Put the oval boy on a road track. Let's go.
It's going to be interesting. I'll have some fun there.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Well, since we got your sponsors here, you may as well go ahead and give those guys a shout out, mate, and tell us who they all are.
Hey, it's only just Fox and Fizz. These guys have just supported me with my racing online and that. They just chuck me a couple of dozen a week, and that's about it. I just sit back on that, and a couple of the Aussie boys that I've been chatting to, and they give me some tips with some tracks and all that. So cheers, boys.
Excellent. Well done, ET. Well, we'll see you next week at Sonoma, mate, and good luck throughout the week.
Yeah, cheers, Rob. Cheers, Andrew.
See you, mate.
All right. Well, it is time that we bring in the superstar young gun from MX Raps, Bryce Meddings. Mate, how was that for you tonight? The truck looked very loose.
The truck wasn't that loose, actually. It was kind of a bit of a heavy right foot that was doing more of that than the actual truck. So mainly just trying to keep the tires safe for most of it. A little bit loose out of 3 and 4, and out of 1 and 2 is acceptable here. So it was pretty good.
Yeah, we saw your comments in the Discord earlier about being a flatter Darlington. How did you actually find the track tonight? Did you find it very similar to what you were thinking?
It is flat Darlington. You race this track like a short track. You don't race it like a standard 1.5. So a lot of this would have suited the road course guys. So it was a bit surprising me, who's not really too quick on a road course, and catching up to people who should be really, really pulling away. So I don't know if that's a sign for Sonoma. I don't even want to think about Sonoma. There's a few too many turns in that one. But
mate, you took my air away. You took it off my sails. I was going to ask you. You know, we know you're a bit of a racer. You don't mind turning right, but how do you think the truck's going to go turning right at Sonoma next week?
I'm going to have to put in a bit more practice, I think, throughout the week, considering I only just bought the track this week and only driven around it 1 or 2 times. So
oh no,
it's going to be interesting, and I don't think there's going to be any officials next week unless they're all week 13. Oh, unless it's running through week 13, but I'm not too sure. So it's going to be a bit interesting to practice for, but I'll get my head down and I'll get through it.
Well, I do believe Jace Holdsworth is running a session tomorrow night for the league boys, and I think it is for Sonoma.
Unfortunate, because I have football training on Tuesday night, so I can't make that, unfortunately. So I would love to. Jason's hella driver, and he beats the pants off, I think, everyone here just about week in, week out. There's been a few times he's been challenged, but I think he's stood on the top step a little bit too much. Got to share some around for us.
Hey, I've got to ask, mate. You got the gloves off with your old mate Connor tonight? You were rubbing
I'm not
doors.
going to comment. I'm not going to comment on that incident. There's things to look at in the team, but yeah, no, I'm not going to comment publicly on those incidents.
That's all right.
We'll let the stewards decide.
But how was it racing? How was it racing with Connor again?
Just like racing any other person, nothing real special about it. So treat him like everyone else on the track.
Yeah, nice work, mate. Nice work. Well, buddy, that was a P3. Pretty comfortable there. Obviously, Dylan Gray got a penalty there. We saw him take to pit lane in that white flag lap. So elevates you up. That's going to be good for your championship points going into the final round.
Look, well, I'm gonna cop one. I did kind of drive into the Dylan's rear quarter on that first green white checker. So that one was all on me. Drove it a bit too deep, and
you owned up to it, man. It's half points.
Yeah, it's half points, but I think I'm already at negative 25 going into this race.
No.
So this season hasn't gone too well. I mean, I've missed most of it anyway. So looking forward to coming back next season and actually seeing what I can do throughout the entirety of one. yeah, started this season off with moving house and everything. So it's been.
Oh, that's right. You were too.
It's been a bit of a shamble to get started and then finding a groove, and I was making a lot of mistakes. So I got people in my corner walking me through it. I'm learning and adapting each week. So it's been good, and I can't ask for like a better team to work with. So
Yeah,
That's right.
good work. Well, mate, time to give those sponsors a massive shout out and tell us who keeps you coming back each week.
yeah, well, I'm getting a bit more familiar with this. So big shout out to MX Wraps, main sponsor of the team. They do a bunch of dirt bike graphics. So if you're looking for dirt bike graphics or even a little bit of apparel, once again, we're wearing the 19 MX Wraps hoodie. If you want apparel, it's really comfortable. Go get it. Use code 19 at checkout for a discount.
I think the boss will be happy with that. He's watching the stream too, so.
I know where he is. He came in and started talking to me towards the end of the race.
Oh, no. Well, mate, on to next week. We look forward to seeing you out there at Sonoma driving the truck. But, mate, go out and good luck this week.
I'm glad you're looking forward to it because I'm not.
Hey, that's why I'm looking forward to it, mate. I sit up in this box. I'm not in that cabin of the truck, so I like it up here.
We love it locked to death, so.
All right, mate. Well, you have a good week, and we'll see you next week.
No worries, you two
Thanks,
boys.
Bryce.
See ya.
Yeah, mate.
All right. So we'll bring in a stranger to the league, actually, because we haven't seen much of this man this season. Connor Nixon, mate, welcome back. P2 on the step. He's you gave Jace a bit of a thing to think about at the start, but he just drove away, mate. He's something else, isn't he?
Oh yeah, man. He's found the limits of the car and found the setup, to his liking, and yeah, dominate, man. He did really well.
So how was your night, mate? Take us through the start for you. You kept with him for a few laps, and you kept door to door, and then you just kept the truck nice and straight, nice and clean. But how was it for you?
Yeah, it was all right. Start was great. The truck felt pretty good. I just jumped in last minute. I was like, F it, because Kyle was in there, and I was like, I've got to help my boy out, give him that backing. So, jumped in, and the truck felt good. Got a setup from Majors, and it felt good. Just was on the outside, had that grip, and I knew there was grip, so I just pushed Jace down to the bottom, which, we're having a little chat about that, and I said, it was all good, and pushed him low, and then safety car came out, another one came out, and still kept in front and got past me, bro, and that was it, and, he was just telling me a few little Nixon tricks that I'm going to work on for next week.
Well, he is doing a session tomorrow night, if you're aware. So if you're around, drop one in, mate. Come and learn from the man, because he's just something else. We've watched it week in and week out, and I reckon next season what we're going to do is start putting some sort of betting system in where how far can Jace get up the order, because he was almost on P3 at one stage. I was like, holy moly, he's quick, but no. Definitely a good race tonight.
100%. It's all about setup, though. Like I found with mine, it was cooking the front rights just a bit too much, just to not get that grip. And it was telling me about the lines, and I was like, oh no! Like I was just missing so much. And plus, I had auto clutch on, so no clutch for upshifting. So I was losing a 10th each straight. I think it was a 10th or 2. So it was a bit of an interesting one.
Yeah, right. Well, we did speak to Kyle. We found out he has jumped ship to Vermilion, but he didn't know the sponsors. So guess what, mate? You get to do the pleasures tonight, being on the second step of the podium. So tell us, who are the Vermilion sponsors?
Give it a sec.
He doesn't even know. He's got to look them up.
I pinned them. So, Berling Motor Group, Race Labs Overlays, Dr. Proxy, Next Level Racing, RSW Graphics, Turn-In Race Appeal, and Majors Garage.
Excellent work, mate. Well done on P2 tonight. Will we see you back next season doing a little bit more of these things?
Don't know. I don't know what the schedule's like. I'm planning to do East Coast supercars, so really trying to smash out the supercars. Did Scops last night, started on pole, so just really trying to smash out the V8s and be quick. team strong, and with like going back to that race, just middle of the race, Bryce was trying to put it up there, which I don't know about that one. It was very scary, that's for sure.
Use your old sparring partners from the day, mate. It sure will work on what's in there to be reviewed, but nothing to be too worried about. We'll get through it. It was a good race.
100%. Yeah, good race. Very good race. But I'll be turning up next week because I've heard it's Sonoma, which
it is Sonoma next week.
Let's go.
You're a bit of a road racer, we know that. So I look forward to seeing you out there on the truck next week. Yeah,
100%. Jace said, "Oh, mate, you got nothing to worry about for that one." I went, "Oh, well, that's good, mate."
He's just trying to lower your defenses, mate. I guarantee he's going to come out and absolutely beam it in there. So.
Yeah, 100%. I might get some laps in before I go, hey, effort, let's just jump in. But I'll definitely try and jump in and give it a crack.
Excellent. All right, mate. Well, we'll see you next Monday night here for Sonoma.
Too easy, Rob. Good to see you again, mate. Bye.
All right. Well, let's get him in. Yeah, we've left him long enough to go and have his break, calm down, get his nerves under control. Jason Holdsworth, mate, what a masterclass. I'm almost at the point where this is what we keep saying.
Yeah, it's getting a bit that way, but I don't think it'll be that long. It'll stay that way. I'm going to be doing some coaching tomorrow. A few people are coming over to Nitro as well. So I'm sure in short term... some of the boys will get faster because they'll have me on their case.
Oh, did Jace just drop a bombshell on the second last week?
No,
boys are coming over to Nitro? What?
No, they're just leaving RKM coming to Nitro. So we are the best truck team. So we're the best setups.
I'm not going to deny your setups, mate. The way you're driving that truck, it's got to be well hooked up.
Yeah, it's on the that's just the one on the website too. So it's not like it's any secret special one. It's that I've made. It's this one on the website. I couldn't even. There's not enough official races this week to actually test and make adjustments. So, I think I only did 3 or 4 races this week.
Oh wow! So it was a short week for you this week. Well, obviously being week 13 and stuff, it's
week 13 is next week, so there will be nothing going on.
Oh,
because oval races do not like running road courses because it's at Sonoma.
Yes. I was about to say, how are you going to handle the road course next week? Because you just said to Connor, he's got nothing to worry about, but I reckon that's a little bit underselling there.
I haven't run a road course since the Daytona 24 last year.
Oh, wow.
So how do you think I'm going to go?
Yeah, good question.
Oval boy's got to turn right, Rob.
Yeah. Doesn't work that well.
Oh, well, we'll see. Jace said that too about a couple of racetracks this season. Oh, no, I'm not going to go too well. And then all of a sudden he just comes out and just wreaks absolute havoc at it and goes, oh, look, it wasn't so bad after all.
I'm not really. Remember I didn't do Bristol Dirt.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't do the Bristol, first race. I just refused. So,
I didn't even get past the first corner.
But maybe it was good practice if you did Bristol Dirt on turning right.
Yeah, these things are stupid on dirt. So, if you compared iRacing to the truck race, they're not even getting that sideways. You have to get this thing sideways on dirt for it to be fast. But in real life, they don't go that far sideways.
No. It should be interesting with the new dirt model coming out too next week. And then
don't tell Jace that, man. You'll think we're going to run more of them. Shh.
There's only 2 dirt tracks anyway. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no. I will be conveniently away the next dirt race we have.
Of course he will be. Well, Jace, mate, it's that time of the night where you get to shout out those sponsors and tell us who keeps bringing you back each week to do what you do.
Obviously, all the guys at nitroracing.com, or it's nitro/race-racing.com. Russ, Dan, Matt, the 3 guys that really helped me out. yeah, those three are really important. And obviously Matt with the setup each week obviously keeps me going fast. And as I said, that one's on the website. It's been a little bit too late now, but if you need a fast setup for Sonoma, you know where to go.
Yeah.
So what's that
Straight-
website again?
Nitro-racing.
Nitro-racing. Yeah, sweet. Might have to look it up.
Props is going to seal it. He's going to get a setup. It won't matter because Andrew will just cause a safety car lap one anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, for sure.
I will probably be doing that next week, actually, causing the safety car.
Oh, calling it early. Jace Holdsworth throwing some shade over himself. Come on, mate. You're good enough. We
You
trust
haven't
you.
seen me. You have not seen me on road on these things. You will understand next week. I'll do it, but you have not seen me on road with these things.
I can't wait to see next week. It'll show the guys who can kind of manage and those that just kind of can't manage. Because these things are definitely different to drive right. Like when you got to turn right hand, it's definitely different.
Yeah, go, Jace.
I assume the guys that are good in the supercars are going to be pretty decent in these.
Yeah,
I don't own the supercar, so
for obvious reasons. They don't race them on ovals much for you, do they?
no.
Yeah, it's just elongating that brake marker and trying to keep the rear planted.
So what I'm hearing,
catch out the boys.
what I'm hearing from Jace is if the directors are listening, supercar ovals, and he's there, he'll buy it and he'll come race.
No, I still won't do it. There is another series. They got too much downforce. It just becomes super speedway. Every mile and a half becomes a super speedway.
Yeah, no, I feel that, mate.
I'm not a fan of super speedways. I'll do them, but you'll see when we did the super speedway, if you remembered, I pushed Gareth because I find it more fun pushing than sitting in the front. So.
Well done tonight, mate. Top step of the podium once again for you. Obviously, we know what your thoughts are on next week, but we'll be keen to see you out there anyway, having a crack for what will be the last round of the series.
Thank you. Yeah, I have a nice clean truck this race. Next week, I guarantee you it won't be this clean.
We look forward to it, Jace. Well, mate, we'll let you get out of here, but good win tonight, good drive, and on to next week.
Look forward to it. See you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
There, mate. On to the review.
I was about to say, Buffer, that is review time, and it looks like we might only have one.
Yeah, one that consists of a couple.
But it's still one, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's go down and see what the boys are up to.
So, yep, we will be right back with our review show. Don't go away, and we'll bring you some more driver review stuff in just a moment. All right, we are back with the review show. Next voice you'll hear, Matty King taking control. We've got one incident, and we'll get it away. Matty.
Thanks, Rob. Okay, guys, welcome to the CFR Round 9 NasTrucks race review here at Gateway. We only have one tonight. It is on lap 42 involving car 223 and 168. This also has been asked to look at the back straight of lap 41 prior to the incident. So we'll watch it from turn 2 on lap 41 all the way through to turn 3 and 4 on lap 42 from both chase and cockpit cam guys, and then you guys will have the floor. Far chase from 223.
Just remember, anyone involved, stay on mute, please.
and far chase from car 168. All right, guys, I'm going to give you the floor now. If you guys want to see the cockpit, let me know.
Yeah, have a look at Connor's cockpit coming out of that turn 4. Just want to see what his wheel does. So I assume he got loose on the ripple strips.
Yeah.
Cockpit from 223. You guys have the floor.
It is on Connor.
Yeah.
He's got no overlap there, and he's hit him.
It's like a bump.
Overlap.
It's a bump and run. He's bumped.
Yeah. It's fair play to me.
Mm. That's not how you do a bumper run, but okay.
Oh, well, better tell Ty Gibbs that.
Yeah, and look how ridiculed Ty Gibbs was for doing it. That's not
He
a
didn't
proper
get
bumper run.
ridiculed at North Wheels, bro.
That's not a bump and run. That's all I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's not a bump and run.
I'm hearing several bump and run comments for car 168.
And he's not attempting a bump and run because he's not behind him.
One differing opinion. Is there anyone else of differing opinion?
I can't say my own opinion, can I?
Nope. You're part of it. You're muted.
I'm not hearing anything. So we've got at least 4 people. Anyone else for bump and run on car 168? Nope. Okay. Fine. Responsibility on car 168 for a bump and run contact causing disadvantage. That is all tonight, guys.
All right, there we have it. Short, sharp, and sweet. One review after 100 laps here at Worldwide Tech Gateway. Again, awesome race. We saw a lot of green laps in the middle of that tonight. It was fantastic to see. Don't forget, that's not the end of our racing this week from CFR Widecrest. We move on to our tin tops on Wednesday night. They are coming to you live from Snetterton 300. It is actually an old, I believe it's an old airfield. So Again, tune in for that on Wednesday night, 7:15 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, as always. It's been a pleasure tonight to bring you 100 laps from Gateway Worldwide Tech. Look forward to your company on Wednesday night. And as always, be good to yourself and be good to your fellow racers.